the end of May. You know what time it is. First of all, can I just say that I'm so happy the Eurovision was back. Last year was dark. I've decided to create my own Eurovision award show. Basically, I've created a bunch of categories that I feel fit Eurovision, and I'm gonna just tell you who won what. These are very random and in no particular order. And then at the end, I'm probably gonna give you my top 10 because I can't not do that. So, welcome to the 2021 Eurovision Award Ceremony by me. I feel like this year in Eurovision was, if I had to describe it in one word, I just found it incredibly sexy. I mean, Eurovision's always quite sexy, right? But this year, I felt like it was like the theme or something. That's why my first category is sexiest song. This was hard because there were a lot of those. Definitely the song that was trying to be the sexiest, like the one that really like went all out with the sex, was Cyprus. That was, I mean, her song, whenever I listened to it just randomly, I was kind of like, you know, like, it's not a very good song. But then when I watched her on stage, I just kind of, like, my mind just went blank because I just couldn't stop staring at her. So, like, I think that means something, and so that's why I'm giving her the award, because just couldn't stop staring at her and the things she was doing on stage. Yes. We're one category in and I'm already exposing myself. Great. Okay, category number 2 is the Ready for the Runway Award. This is the award for best fashion. This year, honestly, in the fashion department was not the greatest. What was up with the silver sparkly dresses? If I have to say like who really like stood out, who like made an effort to really look on point, I would say that has got to go to Norway. Norway really went for it in the fashion department, and I think they killed it. I think they looked amazing, especially the headband, like really, I don't know, I felt that. I really liked his outfit. I think he could strut down the runway like that any day. Although I do want to give honorable mentions here to both the color palette of Denmark and also the lady in the Germany performance. Because, you know, they tried. Category number 4 is cringiest performance. You all know them. There's always performances that you just you wish you just didn't have to sit through. I'm sorry, but this year it goes to Germany. Like, I really liked Germany as a person. Like, the guy, he seemed like such a fun guy. And he didn't, well, I was gonna say he didn't deserve 0 points, but like, it was kind of funny. The song, like, hurt to listen to. I think I couldn't handle it. I'm sorry, Germany. Then I guess this is a good segue into number 5, which is the strangest experience as a viewer award. This might seem like a weird category, but it's a thing. Every year I have one of those where it's just kind of like you don't really know what's going on and you're just kind of like staring at the screen like, is this good or is this bad? I can't for the life of me tell. And this year I had that experience with Australia because part of me was like, this is kind of a bop. But then like watching her perform with like that like hurt, confused, uncomfortable like look in her eyes, and like she just looked so uncomfortable. I don't know if that was like part of it and that like fit the song or something. I don't know. I was so confused because I think the song was not bad, especially like the lead up to the chorus was really, really cool. But I'm still very confused about this. I'm very, very, very confused about this. And I think that's probably why it didn't go to the finals, because people were confused. What happened? Next, we'll go into a category, the best staging category. What country had the best act? You know, this is all about what was going on stage. It's hard to choose, I have to. First off is Norway. I already gave something to Norway, so I'm reluctant to give them another award, but they're staging with like the angel and devil thing. You know, angels and devils are kind of a Eurovision staple, and I'm very happy that Norway brought that. But then on the other hand, I also really loved Ukraine's staging. I don't know what it was, but like the platform they were standing on and like the, what was it, like branch type of things that were coming out, it wasn't like super extravagant, but it just really worked. Then of course we'll go into the category of worst staging. This has got, I mean, everyone must agree with this, right? It's Grease. Grease was, I feel so bad for her because I listened to her song afterwards without any visuals and I was like, this is kind of a bop, like it's not bad. The way it looks on stage, because of the way it's filmed and set up, is so bad. The green screen was just not the way to go for this type of song. It made everything look so static, you know, because this song could really, like, if there was a lot of movement and stuff, it could have been received a lot better, I think. But they made this little lady do all these like complicated things with, you know, and why would you make her go through that? I feel so bad for her. She did not deserve this. Her song was not that bad. Her singing was good. She's not a dancer, but that's fine. This was just a terrible decision. Next category is gonna be the lyric of the year. This is just like a lyric that stood out, I feel will stand the test of time and become an iconic Eurovision lyric. For me, there's one lyric that like I can't stop quoting. I keep saying it, and I love it, and I just think it's just great. Every cycle in the scene, you know? Every psycho in the scene, you know? And the way they say, I love that. Next, we're going to go into the dance categories. First, we have Best Dance. Best Dance, I would say, goes to Iceland. I think that's pretty clear. Their dance was not the best last year, but second best last year. This year, they really nailed it. I love the flippy hand movements. I love the like casualness of the whole thing. It's just superior. Of course we have to do the worst dance as well, and I am so sorry, I'm gonna have to say Grease again. Like I said before, she's not a dancer. I wish they would have masked it by having like a better staging, but you know, she had nowhere to hide. Next category I feel is very important when we're talking about Eurovision, and that is the gayest song. Eurovision, as we all know, is a very gay, I was gonna say song contest, but it's not, experience. And yeah, there was a lot of that again this year. I have a bunch that I could name, but I think I want to address like two types of the spectrum of gay this year, and that is Germany and Italy. I think both of those really capture what it's all about, but you know, they're very different, which I think it's nice to address the diversity within gay culture. Germany was very like fun, upbeat, ukulele, like... Actually, you know what? I don't think Germany was that gay. On the other hand, we have Italy, who are just... I almost gave them the sexy award as well. The androgynousness of it all was just, mwah, you know? And I mean, you gotta give it to them. They made out on stage when they won. How much better can gay representation get? The next award is the Goths of the Year award. Of course, Eurovision wouldn't be complete without some Goths. There are 3 nominees for this award, which are Finland, Ukraine, and Italy. I guess if we're gonna really go into it, you gotta give it to Finland because they were the gothiest, I would say. When you look at the lyrics, their entire song just screamed that like angsty teenage crap, and we love that. We love to see it. The next award is gonna be the Drama Award. I love it when Eurovision gets dramatic. This year, I think Switzerland deserves this award. This guy was so dramatic. I loved it. He was like this angsty theater kid or something, and I just loved it. I also think it's a really good song. Not only do I think it's a really good song, but I also just think he brought the drama that Eurovision needs, because you know, a ballad like that could really fall flat in the act department, but he really made it something special with like his hand movement and just like the drama. It was just on point. Thank you, Switzerland. Next category is going to be the Best Balkan Riff Award. I don't know if this is the right name for it. There's always so many songs that have the typical Balkan sound to it. I, for one, am kind of obsessed with that kind of sound. I love the melody progressions that you find in those types of songs. They really just hit me in the right places. This year, I think the song that nailed it the most was Azerbaijan, My Girl, Efendi, Matahari. It was so like heavy. You know what I mean? It was just like so heavy and full of a sound, especially at the end when it just like breaks open and it just with the, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. The next award is gonna be maybe a controversial one. I don't know. Please don't sue me. It's gonna be the Pretentious Asshole Award. Because, you know, every year there are these bands that take it way too seriously and they just think that, oh, it's all about real music and like they, you know, and they like don't like the glitz and glam and stuff that comes with Eurovision, which, like, if you're not into that stuff, don't enter Eurovision. That's honestly, that's my opinion. They can be good songs, but it's more about like the attitude or the vibe or the mood I get from the song. And this year, I'm gonna have to give this to Belgium. And I feel like I'm allowed to say this because I'm Belgian. So like, don't come for me, Belgians. And also, I love Hooverphonic as a band. Like, I really like some of their songs. But I'm sorry, the whole vibe of them at Eurovision was just, yeah, man, they just felt so pretentious. Like, they were better than all the other ones when, like, really, their song was not good. It wasn't like a terrible song, but it wasn't a good song either. Like, come on. I'm sorry. You're getting this award from me. Don't take it personally. Next category is a song that is lame, but I love it anyways award. And this has got to go to Ireland. It's not like a cool song, I would say, but every time I heard it, I kind of got like emotional and like happy, teary-eyed. I was just like, oh, and I just felt so empowered. And so like, I don't know, like it's lame, but I will unironically love it. Next category is the most overrated song. This year, I think that definitely goes to France. I have a lot to say about France, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. Listen, I love French chansons. You know, Edith Piaf, Jacques Brel, who, by the way, Jacques Brel is not French. Jacques Brel is Belgian. This is something that like hits me the wrong way when France just like claims him. Anyways, I like that type of music and I listen to it quite a lot. And then for France to come out with this song, which I personally just don't think it's on the same level, and then people to praise it as if it's like the new Edith Piaf or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like overly critical. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good of a song. I loved what she was trying to do, but I don't think she succeeded. And that is the tea. That is just what I think. And I'm sorry, friends, you did not deserve that many points. Moving on. We have the most underrated song. First of all, like, the Netherlands wasn't that bad. Like, they got 0 points. He wasn't that bad. Obviously, I thought Azerbaijan and Norway deserved more points, but, you know, for those two, it's kind of like they found true love, so who cares what points they got. I also think Denmark should have been in the finals. Denmark was really freaking good. Oh, where were they? They should have been in the finals. But really, I would like to give this award to Georgia because I really like Georgia's song. I don't think it's fitting for Eurovision, but I think it's such a good song. Nobody talked about it. Everybody seemed to not like it, and I feel a little bad, and I think they deserve the award for most underrated song. Next award is going to be the Cult of the Year song, because what Eurovision is complete without some culty behavior. We have 3 contestants. We have Finland, Ukraine, and Latvia. These 3 songs had very culty vibes, but if I were to join one of the cults, I would 100% join Ukraine's cult, so that's why Ukraine gets my Cult of the Year award. Congratulations. The next category, I have a lot of categories. We're almost there. The next category is the Best Facial Expression Award, because there's always that one bitch. This year, this has to go to Moldova. Wow. I think this song kind of deserved more. The beat was really nice, but also I loved how campy she was. You know, like a lot of people were trying to be sexy this year, and she was sexy, but like in a campy way, and I really love that. The next category is going to be the Best Message category. Of course, this award is going to go to Finland. I'm just kidding. It's not Finland. I mean, that would have been fun though. It's going to Russia. The lyrics of her song are so powerful. She is really trying to do something that's important for women in Russia, but I guess women in general. I just think it's an incredibly powerful song. And the way she performed it as well was just with so much conviction, and I love her. I love her. The next category is going to be the Actual Good Song award. Eurovision is all about the glitz and glam, but also sometimes there's like an actual, like, really like good quality, well arranged, well performed, well sung song. I don't know if people are gonna agree with me on this, but I think that's Bulgaria. I cannot listen to this song without crying. I cried the first time I heard it during the semifinal, and then the second time I heard it during the final, and then I listened to it again yesterday because it like came up on my playlist, and I just started sobbing in my bedroom. Maybe it's like a personal thing, but I also think it's really, really well arranged and produced. Like the melodies are just so beautifully crafted. The lyrics just really like get me. It's probably a song I don't think I can listen to a lot because literally I will start sobbing, but I think it's like a god tier song, honestly. And then the final category, we've made it. Jesus Christ. Okay. The final category is gonna be miscongeniality. This is the person, you know, they didn't win, but they just seem like the nicest person and like the person you want to hang out with, and you know, who was just there for other people, and that goes to Sweden. Sweden, I love you. I don't think your song was the best, but I love you as a person. Their smile just like made me smile. I just love him. Sweden, you are miscongeniality for this year's Eurovision. I've been talking for way too long. I need to wrap this up, but I will very quickly, very quickly tell you my top 10 for this year, just because I feel the need to do that. Hello, I am here from the future to refilm my top 10 because things have happened. I don't need to explain myself. Listen, I'm a mess. This camera barely has battery, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna do this. Wait. Cozy. Okay, number 10. Portugal. I haven't talked about Portugal. Portugal was one of those songs that were also just like actually good songs that I would just listen to. I love the sort of old-timey feel of it. The only crux I think the song had was the singer's voice. It's literally just personal preference. Then number 9, Switzerland. Switzerland really deserved all the praise he got. I think it's really pretty. His voice is so beautiful and he sings it so effortlessly. Yeah, this is a song I will cry to. Number 8 is Iceland. I love Iceland. I loved them last year and I love them this year. I think their song last year was better than this year, but I still really liked it. It's just such feel-good music. Like, you can't listen to that and not smile. Then at number 7, I have Denmark, which, again, Denmark, where were they in the finale? They were supposed to be there. Did you see them perform? Did you watch the conviction on their faces and in their dance moves? They were so good. I have screamed along to this song in the shower. I don't care that I don't understand what they're saying. I can scream along. At number 6, I will put Russia. I think her song is so powerful. It's also just like a good song. Like, I listen to it all the time, and like when like the chorus breaks open, it's so epic, but also then like she like hits it back and goes back into the hip hop so flawlessly, and it's just... Then at number 5 is I think about her all the time. It's Azerbaijan. Effendi is just like next level. Like, she is just the cutest, most beautiful. Yeah. Like, I need to talk about the song. The song is so freaking solid. Is there like a mouse behind me? Hello? Anyways, my favorite part is the ending where it just like explodes into just epicness, and like the way she just like stood there on stage all like badass. I'm never gonna be over it. I'm never going to be over it. Then at number 4, I will put Italy. It's one of those songs that the more I listen to it, the more I fall in love with it. They just have such amazing stage presence as well. Like, they just bring it really well. And I will be checking out their other music. Right above Italy, at number 3, I'm gonna put Finland. I think if I were looking at this not from a Eurovision perspective, I might put Italy above Finland, but from a Eurovision perspective, I think Finland was just that little bit better. I will go see them live. Then at number 2, I must put Bulgaria. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I will start crying. It just hit me so deep. I just think it's so well put together, and I thought the act was really beautiful. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I've talked about it too much. God tier song. I guess you can guess then that my number 1 for this year's Eurovision is Ukraine. You can't beat that. Everything about this was perfect. I love just the song in itself. It's the song I've listened to the most since the show has ended. I love the story behind it, how it's kind of like traditional folk songs but with a modern twist to it, and the fact that she sings it in a traditional way, the fact that it's not in English. The act as well just really fit the mood of the song so perfectly. Her outfit was amazing. Her stage presence, oh my god. I don't know, maybe I'm just a witch. So there you have it. Those are all the things I wanted to say about Eurovision this year. I'm going to leave it right here because I don't want to talk anymore than I already have. I will hopefully see you next year for another Eurovision, but until then, bye!